Welcome to Touch Base Tuesdays, where we touch base on Tuesdays. I admittedly find myself each week putting off recording this until much later in the day instead of like first thing in the morning, because I kind of got it this last week. I just feel like a broken record. And if you've been following along since October 7th, 2023, it feels impossible for me as an American Jew with leftist politics, who has long been engaged in the conversation around and anti-oppression work around what has been and is happening in the Middle East. It feels impossible for me to talk about anything else, and not just what's happening in Palestine and Israel, but the world at large, because it's all interconnected. And so anyway, I dread recording it because I feel like I have nothing new to say, which is what a waste of 2 of your minutes if you've stuck this far. But it's relevant because I can't stop thinking about the cycles we're stuck in and how violence begets violence. I just finished watching a documentary called Disturbing the Peace. It was made many years ago about a group of activists in Palestine and Israel called Combatants for Peace. They're an organization that's still active, very much so now. And it's all about the Palestinian and Israelis who came together to do solidarity, nonviolent peace work together. And I've been thinking through all these last 8 months throughout my life, what is it that I actually stand for? And it's nonviolence. And I understand there are resistance movements and ideologies I might stand with or stand by that have engaged in violent acts of resistance at different points in history and time. And in the end of the day, violence begets violence, and to break that cycle, I feel in every morsel of my body, mind, spirit, soul that nonviolence and peace is the way. As a survivor of multiple accounts of sexual assault, as someone who's experienced an insurmountable amount of grief and loss, and other kinds of abuse, violence isn't it. And so I've been thinking a lot about the people who I have had directly say to me, or I've witnessed online or in the news, give up on peace and solidarity as a methodology for our way out of these cycles of hell that are happening all over the world. And I hear folks when they're like, we tried peace, it didn't work. It actually did work, because it is so feared that's when authoritarianism doubles down, militancy doubles down, violence doubles down. But I'm tripling down on my stance for peace. So, because violence is a broken record, and I can't bear to keep witnessing any more of it. There is a better way. So that's all I got. Cycles, just so done with the broken record of it all. Barty, take care. And it's not lost on me that I've got an I voted sticker, and the government also perpetuates cycles of violence. Most governments were founded on cycles of violence, so that's not lost on me either. And while we've got these fucking systems that are violent and oppressive, I'm going to do my best to exercise my civic right and vote people in that I hope are interrupting those cycles of violence as well. So just had to name that. Barty, take care.